Hello, I'm Allison S. Kelly. Welcome to my Weekly Meltdown. This week we are talking about Fear the Walking Dead, Episode 3, The Dog. I just want to go on record now and say no dogs were eaten or mauled during the making of this video because, one, I'm a cat person and I don't own a dog. So that would be why. First things first, I don't know about you guys, but I'm trying to not look at this show as The Walking Dead. I'm really having to jump on the train that this is a prequel and it is not where we are now with The Walking Dead. I get it. People are pissed. I'm throwing things at my TV too. I'm yelling, stop it. Stop talking to it. It's not a pet. You can't name it. Shit, what is wrong with you? Just freaking shoot it in the head, hit it with the hammer, do whatever, leave it alone, let's move on. Trust me, people, we're all in this together. We all got to stick together. We'll make it through from point A to point B. We just all got to double up on our anti-anxiety medication for now. And then when we get there, it'll be worth it in the end. I promise. Anyway, I had a question from Mark. The Walking Dead Rejects wanted to know if the Fear the Walking Dead universe, if they had even heard of zombie films, if they even knew that zombies exist. And excuse my language, but I'm going to go with a big fuck no. No, they don't. No, that and anything in or around common sense does not exist. Not in this universe. No. It's obvious. It doesn't. Even in The Walking Dead, it doesn't. So, we know that common sense doesn't exist. Dogs and cats. Horses do, but we've seen their shelf life. It's a totally different world. It's just an alternate universe. It is bass-ackwards, trust me. And it's annoying, but like I said, we're going to double up on our happy pills and anxiety medication. And we're going to get through this together. Okay, here we go. Where are we right now in this episode? We are still trying to survive the riots. We are surviving chaos. We are playing board games. We're going and stealing shotguns. We're doing a bunch of stuff in this episode. One thing that I kind of thought about towards the end of this episode is, it's just an interesting thought, and I'm curious what you guys think. What if LA is not the same as Atlanta, Georgia? What if they are more organized? They have things contained. Maybe it's what Terminus should have been. Maybe. We don't know, because all we know is what's happening in Atlanta from the Walking Dead point of view. We don't know what's happening with the West Coast. We have no idea. So to me, I think it would be a kind of interesting concept. What if they actually did keep people in suburbs in their little houses and the little cul-de-sacs, and they actually kept them contained? It could happen. You never know. Where are the characters... as far as where they are right now in episode 3. Okay, this is where Travis is, in my opinion. Travis is a pre-season 3 Rick with a dash of Farmer Herschel Green. That's where I am on Travis. He's still hot. I'm not going to deny him that. But he has got to knock off this anti-gun puss action. We're in the beginning of a zombie apocalypse. And again, they don't know. Got to accept that, but still... he's putting himself in danger of getting his face mauled off or somebody else's. And he's going to wish he had that gun in the meantime. But he's got to harden up. He's got to toughen up just a little bit, because Madison is showing him up a little bit. Madison, to me, is a curious, less aggressive Carol. But she really, to me, I can identify with her. She just wants to hurt someone really bad with a hammer. I identify with that, because I love hammers. I don't want to torture anybody, but I would love to just hit someone with a hammer just to see what it's like. So she is curious about these things, putting them down. She has that part of her where she wants to put them down. And she even asked Liza, Travis's ex-wife, put me down like a dog, no pun intended. if this happens because he can't handle it. And obviously he can handle it. He can't even pick up a gun at this point, so whatever. We also learned her husband died and used to play board games, and he was the shoe in Monopoly, I think. Nick. Nick is still coming off the drugs. But drugs or not, he's still taking charge. He's still trying to get everything under control. I believe he will emerge a badass once he's done with his withdrawals and getting off the drugs. I really do. A lot of people are going to probably disagree with me on this, but I feel like he is like an alternate Glenn. Glenn started out as a big geek, and then he turned into like this kind of mini badass little warrior guy. But on the flip side of that, Nick thinks for himself, and he's going from a drug addict, and I think he will turn into a badass warrior. So that is the only person that I really have to go on to. Yes, I'm being a huge hypocrite comparing the characters to Walking Dead characters. Sammy, get over it. You can turn it off now. Alicia, my opinion needs to die ASAP. I don't think I'm alone in this. I really don't think. I'm over her. Big time. The angry teenage girl who gives a shit. I'm done with it. She reminds me of a mixture of Lori and Andrea. So I've been calling her Landria just because it's, look, granted she put in a valiant effort to get the bullet or gun shells, whatever. But in the meantime, she got stuck in the House of Horrors style labyrinth backyard in LA, which really, that's backyard. That's, what is that? I don't even know what is this? Like a maze. That freaked me out more than anything. I mean, I would not want to get stuck in that. Chris, Travis's son, he's Puss Jr. But he's trying. He's really trying. His father's to blame that he's Puss Jr., but he's trying. Did take an elbow to the nose from Landria when he was really trying to help her. I don't really think he deserved that. Did kind of puss out when Daniel the barber blew off Peter the infected neighbor's head. Face, and head. He ran out the door, puked. I like the whole sidestep that Nick did when he ran out because it just doesn't faze Nick. He's seeing it all. He's like, look, you guys are catching up. I've been here. I've been tuned into the station. You guys got to catch up because, look, he's already telling them, look, they're dead. They're dead. They're not alive. When are you people going to buck up and listen? Get out of denial. It ain't helping. Let's do this. Daniel, my opinion, Daniel's the barbershop guy, Mr. Salvador. I love this guy. He, to me, is Shane 2.0. He's what Shane could have been had he been allowed to live and grow old. He's a wiser, more mentally stable Shane. Learned from my mistakes, Shane. I'm not sleeping with the married woman, Shane. I believe that there's a method to his madness. I believe he may know something. He may have seen something. He's over there on Team Tobias, I believe, which brings me to Team Tobias. We didn't have any Tobias this week. No Tobias this week. And that's okay because in my opinion, he's my new Morgan. And my new Morgan, Tobias, can come and go as he pleases. And you know what? I'm just going to be as satisfied every time just because I don't have them all the time. Who wants to have that all the time? You get it in spurts, you appreciate it more. Enough said. Things I noticed in this episode. The airplane towards the end. We've got Nick prowling around being creepy outside barred windows trying to find drugs. Sees a little creepy girl in the window holding a half-naked doll with no pants and waves at her, looks up in the sky. There's an airplane coming down, and it does this tilting thing. Now, see, I believe that this has to do with the little mini-series that are going to be going on during the season of The Walking Dead that explain how things unfolded on a plane. I personally want to see a monkey and Patrick Dempsey on that plane, right here. I want to see it. I'm down. Let's do it. Two more things. I think I've already gone over the fact that LA has some messed up backyards. I don't get that. Pan's Labyrinth. That was horrible, horrific, crazy. Empty pill bottle in the house where they got the gunshot shells. Landria, aka Alicia, noticed it, and I'm just wondering when the power was flickering out when they were all over there getting the gunshot, if in fact Nick got those pills, because he was upset that Mama Madison gave them to Daniel's wife, but he didn't throw too much of a fit because he may have extras. You never know. Another thing that I found kind of funny, the writers could care less about Travis's old beat-up Ford white truck. Boy, they were flipping all kinds of cars and buildings, burning buildings and nice cars. I guess they took pity on that old Ford beat-up truck. I just found it kind of ironic. It was still intact without any damage. And last but not least, you really got to get yourself together and face facts when you think the garbage man's gonna pick up. It ain't happening. That's the new depths of denial I haven't even tapped into yet. You know, I mean, they could be walkers. I think my garbage men are walkers from the way they get half the garbage in the truck and the other half in front of my house. It happens, but you know. Anyway, I love the episode. There's a lot of character development. I felt we learned a lot about the characters. Like I said, I'm not going to go through and tell you what the entire episode is about because obviously you know what the episode is about. That's why you're watching. And I'm just here to kind of point out little things here and there. This is a learning process for me. I'm open to any and all constructive criticism. But first, before you tell me anything, you need to go to YouTube and subscribe to my Weekly Meltdown with Allison S. Kelly. And then you can go over to Facebook and you can like my Weekly Meltdown. See, when you do that, I'm not polluting the Facebook feeds with multiple posts of my YouTube vlogs. Because, see, I also cover Big Brother. And I will cover Gotham. And I will cover American Horror Story and Survivor. And the rest of Fear the Walking Dead. So, go like it. Subscribe to it. Help a little sister out. We're all in this together. Remember, we got to take our happy pills. We will get through this. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it and have a good night.